This problem is essential in order to bring America back to a state of sanity. As soon as you pull the scales off your eyes on this topic, you will begin to see the rest of the world differently. This is because here is one of the most significant stories in the world of sports. There has not been a single Nike commercial featuring Clark throughout his professional career. There was a recent occasion when Billie Jean King gave Caitlin Clark a significant shout out, but it was not for Nike. You read that correctly, a representative from Adidas is praising the most promising newcomer from Nike. It seems as though something is not quite right, and to make matters even worse, these were not your typical compliments. King was praising Clark for his exceptional performance as a rookie. It was the year of victory. This is a really significant event, but why is Adidas showing their support for a Nike athlete? To put it another way, it is like seeing LeBron James dressed in Under Armour. It is completely illogical. Where exactly does Nike fit into all of this? Despite the fact that they have a great rookie who is tearing up the floor and destroying records left and right, they continue to have no response. How are things going to play out behind the scenes here? Is Adidas attempting to take the limelight from Nike, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? In order to get a better understanding of what is going on in the world of women's basketball sponsorship, let's investigate this odd issue. The signing of Nike was a stroke of absolute gold from Nike. They are not concerned with expanding the Women's National Basketball Association. Rather, they are concerned with diversity, equity, and inclusion. Caitlin Clark accepted an endorsement agreement worth $28 million over 8 years. I am completely insane. The way in which they are treating Caitlin Clark is a terrible business practice. When this woman forgets about the sponsorship issue for a second, it is short-sighted. What if I told you that during her first season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark accomplished something that no other player in the league has ever done, not in their first year, not in the extraordinary category? They do not believe that women are capable of carrying a sport on their own, and this is what makes Caitlin Clark so dangerous and deserving of destruction. Caitlin Clark is proving that they are wrong, and the records that she is breaking are redefining the game as we know it. Let's talk about the numbers. The inaugural season of Clark's career was not only remarkable, but also historic. The fact that she set a record for the most assists in a single season demonstrates that she is not only a scorer, but also a genuine team player. However, there is more to her than that. In addition to that, she established what's genuinely astounding is her rookie scoring record, which proves that she is able to put points on the board like it's no one's business in the world. With a triple-double, which consists of double-digit points, rebounds, and assists in a single game, Clark made history by becoming the first rookie in the history of the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA. Nobody is surprised by the unremarkable news on SportsCenter. This year's WNBA Rookie of the Year award has been bestowed upon Caitlin Clark. Not only did the player who was selected first overall break rookie records in her first year with the Warriors, but she also shattered a few league records, including the record for the most points scored by a guard in a single season. However, there is some more to her accomplishments. During her debut season, Clark established new marks for points, assists, and three-pointers. Additionally, her 337 assists set a new record for the WNBA for the most assists in a single season. She was also the first rookie in the history of the Women's National Basketball Association to record a triple-double, and she did it twice. Although it may appear that she is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, she is not yet finished with the game. Clark also made history by being the first rookie to reach 103 points in a single season. This is not only an exceptionally impressive shooting performance, it is also a game changer. To our knowledge, she is opening up the court and stretching the defense in ways that we have never seen before. Given that she is a rookie, you might be curious in how she stacks up against the greats of the WNBA. To tell you the truth, she is not simply accumulating more, but she is also surpassing them. The WNBA is referring to her success in her first season as a pivotal event in the league's history. Not only are we talking about a spectacular player, but we are also talking about someone who is bringing about significant changes in the league. There will be a superstar, and there already is one. She has a boyfriend, she is white, she has two parents, and according to Asia Wilson and the other queens of, yes, she will not bow to black ladies or acknowledge her. Her name is Caitlin Clark, and she has a boyfriend. Despite the fact that privileged Caitlin Clark is the problem, she is actually the solution. She is the inspiration. She is the proof, just as Jackie Robinson was the proof that, yeah, these black men are capable of playing baseball. The game owned by Clark is having an effect in the real world. The Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, is experiencing a surge in attendance. Television ratings are climbing, and goods sales are soaring off the shelves. It is almost as if she is pouring energy into the league on her own. Still, despite the fact that Caitlin Clark has, she is being ignored by one of the most well-known names in the sports industry, which is a weird occurrence that is taking on off the court. What is going on with Nike, and more importantly, why are fans reconsidering their commitment to the brand? Let's discuss about Lewis Clark's massive deal with Nike, which is worth $28 million. You would think that people would be yelling her name from the rooftops, but here's the peculiar thing of this. Since the month of April, Nike has been ghosting her. That's accurate. There was not a single word spoken regarding her achievements. The situation is as if they signed her and then forgot that she was ever there. She just wants to be the best basketball player, but she's caught up in this political agreement and she's caught up in this racial controversy. She's also dealing with Nike and the group that got her a deal with Bargain Basement, and they're telling her that we're going to wait to promote you until we're done promoting Asia Wilson. She was just trying to be the best basketball player. Despite the fact that Nike has been relatively quiet about Clark, the company has been all over Diana Taurasi and A.A. Wilson. They have posted numerous posts praising her achievements and displaying her as if she were the only star in the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA. When compared to how people feel about Clark, there is a striking contrast. Concerning the fans, they are not pleased, and as a result, social media is crowded with comments from those who are really dissatisfied with Nike. One of Nike's fans said, "Where is the love for Caitlin Clark? She's breaking records left and right, and you're keeping quiet about it." Another person stated that although I have been a Nike fan for many years, the lack of support for Clark is causing me to reconsider my devotion to the brand. Nike made the announcement that Caitlin Clark had signed a big endorsement agreement with the company. The deal was said to be for 8 years and $28 million, and it included a signature sneaker. Despite the fact that her WNBA season has officially ended, Nike has not taken any steps to promote her. To our knowledge, we have not come across any advertisements, commercials, Caitlin Clark goods, or signature shoes. It's beyond comprehension. The 7th of April was the date of Nike's most recent article about Clark. A great deal of attention was paid to the manner in which they intended to promote her, praising her exciting performance and highlighting the ways in which she was redefining the game. How much has transpired since that time? There was no reaction when she won Rookie of the Year. That's like offering a buddy a large birthday celebration and then not sending them a text on their special day. Nike lucked into the marketing chance of a generation, and they're using that to advertise old product. Why is it happening this way? Now, here's the thing that is most surprising about this is if you guys remember when Caitlin Clark was playing at Iowa, Nike ran ads about her when she broke the record for the most points in NCAA scoring history for both. The Nike put up this massive billboard that basically says, if you break it, you own it. And this was in Iowa. They had other ads and things that came out. But since then, it has been, this isn't just strange. It's making supporters reconsider their commitment to the brand. It is no longer just about Clark. It is about how Nike supports women's sports in general. However, this is the point at which things become extremely fascinating. While Nike has kept mute, someone else has spoken. Indeed, you have comprehended that right. Adidas is rooting for a Nike athlete. What is that about? Is Adidas playing 4D chess while Nike's playing checkers? So why in the world are they being so quiet about Caitlin? Either one, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes at Nike. Their stock has dropped like 20% this year. I know that they have fired people, hired new people. Like there's a lot of moving parts that to me, I know they're blaming some of it on that, but more on the political side of why Caitlin Clark is not getting the praise, commercials, ads. Mirror like all of the things that she should have gotten during this rookie season. Remember when brand loyalty meant something, forget everything you thought you understood about sports sponsorships. There's a new player in town and they're not following the old rules. Come in the tennis legend Billy. Gene King, who is also an Adidas global ambassador, has made a shocking revelation on so many things. Why is this such a big deal? The kicker is right here. In the same way that Pepsi is applauding Coca-Cola for their new taste, King is an Adidas ambassador who is supporting for a Nike athlete. To put it simply, it has not occurred till now. There was more to King's tweet than simply a simple expression of appreciation. She referred to Clark as a talent that transcends generations and emphasized her record. The season of breakthrough. This is not praise without merit. Fans are absolutely ecstatic about this change, which is a purposeful move that has everyone talking about it. First, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. This is not just Adidas trying to steal thunder from Nike. There is a whole deal more to it than that. This action exemplifies how organizations assist female athletes. Not only does the King's commendation raise Clark's profile, but it also serves as a reminder to everyone that women's sports demand more recognition and support than they currently receive. Where are the fans exactly? They are not showing any signs of silence. One of Clark's fans said it best when they said that they are thrilled with the unexpected support that Clark has received. Caitlin is being recognized as a talent that will be passed down from generation to generation, which is an incredible sight to behold. Furthermore, Billie Jean King went so far as to warn players in the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, not to squander the opportunity to play with Caitlin Clark. Although WNBA veterans have been playing obsessive defense on Clark during her rookie season, the situation became even more tense on Saturday when Skyguard Chennedy Carter slapped her with a cheap shot that was not related to basketball. Carter has not yet apologized for her actions. King cautioned the leadership of the WNBA to avoid making a mistake with this situation. Due to the fact that this generation is so significant for the WNBA, it is imperative that you serve as a model for children to emulate. Do not blow it with anger. Instead, play ball, play hard, but do not take cheap shots. This generation has the opportunity to set this league on fire. Do not waste it with hatred. In his greeting, King stated, "Welcome to the NBA. It is my pleasure to introduce me as Malika Andrew, and we will start our show at the W, where Caitlin Clark has just been honored as the Rookie of the Year for 2024. Clark finished her first season with a 195-point average and 8 assists. And she also led the league in assists. King emphasized how much Clark, who was selected first in the 2024 selection after establishing the all-time scoring record for the NCAA in the previous season, has already benefited the league. Just like the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, has benefited from amazing performers such as Maya Moore. Candace Parker is snatched away by Cheryl. Diana Taurasi, AJ Wilson, and Breanna Stewart are just a few of the examples. Things are going well for the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, for women's sports. They are amazing for everyone with all of these sellouts and all of this interest, and we have to keep that going now, regardless of whether you like it or not. This year is a turning point. And it is because of Caitlin, who said that she broke the college records and everyone wearing the number 22 jerseys. Caitlin is the basis for so much of this interest. She is a superstar, and when she does well, everyone else succeeds better than she does. The league is going to play better in the future. The league should be taken to an entirely new level. She recorded the most points in a rookie campaign, the most assists in any season ever, and she even fooled about and grabbed a pair of triple doubles, which is something that no other rookie has ever done. Clark's first season was a historic one. Now that this is no longer just about one individual, supporters are rooting for all female athletes. Therefore, what is Adidas doing in this situation? Could they be making an attempt to sneak up on Clark and take him away from Nike? It is possible, but it is more likely that they are playing a longer game that they are establishing. Athletics for women, not just when it's convenient, this approach is upending the entire sponsorship landscape. It's more than just putting a logo on a garment. Now fans expect sponsors to actively praise and promote their athletes. What if they don't? The competition appears to be more than willing to. Jump in, but here's the real kicker. This situation is making us reconsider how we help female athletes. Signing them and then forgetting about them is insufficient. Those brands have to be visible. Transfer clubs that are screaming, now is the time to talk about what just took place. First-year player Caitlin Clark had a fantastic season. Nike's answer radio was quiet, and then all of a sudden, Adidas made a move that was completely unexpected. Despite the fact that it seems as though the sporting world has been turned upside down, the question that really matters is this: what do you anticipate from the companies that provide financial assistance to your favorite athletes? Is it appropriate for them to boast about their achievements, particularly in the realm of women's sports, or is it okay for them to simply take a back seat and allow individuals to speak for themselves? You should realize that it is time for the fans to make their voices heard. It is necessary for us to hold. In order to achieve our goal of increasing the amount of support coverage and everything else for female athletes, we need to make some noise. To what extent are you prepared to make a change?